Hi, if you're just tuning in. This is your Real Estate Truck Talk. We're broadcasting from the Rack Shack Barbecue in West St. Paul. I'm Keith Hittner Sr. This is a real estate program, but we're talking barbecue in this segment because barbecue is the favorite backyard passion of a lot of people. And we're over here at the Rack Shack Barbecue in West St. Paul talking with Elliot, Ashwell, the Chief Operating Officer of the Rack Shack Barbecue. We had a little background last time when we went out to break, but I want to get into some specific food things. We've been featuring at the Rack Shack Barbecue, we've been featuring different meats each month. This week is brisket month. We've got a series of brisket videos actually going. If you want to check out what brisket is, right, Elliot?
Let him off easy.
I did let him off easy.
What? What?
You're good.
What?
You're fine. Love you.
What?
Play back the video.
What did I say?
You're
Okay,
good.
don't talk. Huh?
You're doing all right. It's the first time for him.
Brisket video.
Time for senior.
So tell us a little bit, first of all, about the thing that put us on the map on Man vs. Food, the hobo. What the heck is a hobo?
Well, the way I remember it, we were working at the Burnsville store, and we had a band, Cactus Willie.
Yep.
You know, Cactus Willie would say, "Can I come in and play some guitar tunes?" He's like a Willie Nelson cover guy.
Yes.
He'd set his tip jar out on a couple tables, and we'd say, "Sure, go ahead." Well, he started to build a regular, crowd, and his wife would always come up to the counter and say, "Let me get a smoked potato with, beans and mac and cheese on it, and corned beef." I think maybe it was just a couple of those.
Just a couple of.
So we started kind of noticing that. We thought, hey, that's a good idea. And then I remember it this way, you and I ate the trifecta, we called it.
Right.
The three things in a dish. But then the band was called Cactus Willie, the Hobo Band. Well, we're going to call it the Hobo. And this lady goes, "That's a terrible name. No way." We love it. And so it was born. And Hobo is a 2-pound dish, was featured on Man vs. Food. Smoked potato on the bottom. We smoke those with the ribs in the morning, so they get a lot of flavor and juice on there. And then layered with barbecue sour cream, beans, corned beef, coleslaw, mac and cheese, and then your choice of meat topped, like I said, with coleslaw and some cheese sauce. So it's a super popular dish. Did put us on the map. I think after Man vs. Food, we had people coming from like Nebraska that day, right, to eat. So it was amazing.
And right now, the hobo still is probably one of the most popular
Yeah, it's up there.
lunchtime items.
For sure.
And January is hobo month.
That's right.
So we got some real fun variations in our plan. I can't wait.
It's going to be fun.
Some senior brainchild.
Some senior brainchild. Hey, they're really good.
I don't understand. So I love the food here, but I'm not a big barbecue guy. People literally drive from Nebraska to come try that. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, we had people. It was like Ohio, anything in the Midwest. They were coming.
That's the connoisseur aspect. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
kind of cult following of
Exactly.
barbecue. People that love barbecue, people that want good barbecue, they'll travel from Eden Prairie to West St. Paul or Nebraska to Burnsville or wherever.
It was funny because they'd come up and they drove 8 hours or whatever it was, and the doors were closed. And they come back the next day, no problem. And the travel was unbelievable. And then a lot of people that were like, going to the Mall of America, they were in town for family, or they look us up on the Food Network channel and say,
What's around here?
exactly. So we get hits on that too.
We currently have people one businessman in particular who is in Philadelphia, and he comes here to the Twin Cities regularly on business. And every time he comes to the Twin Cities, he stops by the Rack Shack, picks up a few racks of ribs, and takes them back with him on the plane. Really? Yeah. So it's just that kind of a following. We've got people from North Dakota and South Dakota that come specifically for the beans.
Well, you remember that time when I was telling you guys we mailed that meal to Maryland?
That's right.
We mailed a lunch to Maryland for like 20 people, and we FedExed it dry iced, and they ate lunch in Maryland. So it was quite weird. It was cool, but different.
Yeah, interesting story.
So talk about the brisket burger. People like burgers. Not everybody wants to eat ribs. But they love burgers. Talk about the brisket burger. What's that?
Well, we were, back, what was it? Maybe 2 years into the business, we needed a burger, so we got a grinder. We started playing with how we grind a brisket. Brisket's not like, put it through the grinder and go. A lot of fat on that meat, so got to trim it. So you get a lot of waste on that. So after a while, we had been doing our own, which was a great product. We had partnered with Cisco, who actually, they produce a brisket burger, brisket and chuck, so we buy that from them now, and it's a fabulous product, and we do sell a lot of varieties of those burgers. But half-pound burger patty, and we make quite a few burgers every day. It's a different thing to have, I think, in a barbecue restaurant. It's almost like it's such a different type of thing,
Right.
but it fits so well with what we do.
It really does, and we just couldn't keep up. That's what was going on. Is you couldn't keep up grinding the meat,
Mhm.
and it's like, well, do we want to be a meat processor or a meat cooker?
We were doing a lot of briskets a week on those burgers, and they were selling so well. So yeah, it was a good thing to go to partner with Cisco on that.
That's a Kelvin favorite for
Oh,
sure.
God, so good.
Yeah, that's
And
a
the double
Kelvin
order of fries. So good. In fact, I'm surprised we don't have any out here.
That's coming. Tell us about the 17 spice rub, our old number 17 rub, and then 8 signature sauces. How do they come about? And just kind of go through the flavor profiles.
For those that don't know, we have 8 sauces here at the store. We do have our own rub that Keith Senior had developed. How many years ago? I don't even know. A long time ago. So the rub goes on every piece of meat. It's super versatile. It can go on, brisket, pork, turkey, chicken. We can put it on fish. You can sprinkle it on your fresh fries, your chips. We use it all over the place.
The other day I used it. I have our first rub bottle that's coming out of production for retail, and it's in my cabinet. I pull it out. Asparagus. So on vegetables.
Did you bake it or would you do it? Saute?
Yeah,
Nice.
give it a little bit of a kick.
For
Get
sure.
that caramelization of the brown sugar and the sugars that are in there.
A little red color.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's
very
nice.
good.
Sauces too, 8 different sauces from, kind of in the restaurant here we call it St. Pauli, the doctored ketchup. It's super nice Minnesota style.
So much better than doctored ketchup though.
Well, it is, of course. I would, but it's so basic. It's just a
It's
it's
just a good,
simple,
basic, clean,
classic
simple,
barbecue sauce.
classic barbecue
Exactly. So if you're looking for something just right down the road, middle of the road, nothing too hot.
When I think of doctored ketchup, I think of like if you go to the retail big box grocery store and you see the stuff that's there, most of that is doctored ketchup.
For sure.
Right. So I'm excited to get our brand out there because folks will really, I think, respond to it a heck of a lot better than they will. And I won't name names, but most everything that's already out there.
I mean, it definitely is. On the low end of the spice spectrum, in the classic basic barbecue sauce, it definitely is separated from, some of those other more popular brands, the national brands. I personally think it whoops those up, but it's just a very basic
I think the
mild
name
sauce.
too helps people when they come in here. It's
St. Pauli.
Yeah,
St.
it's
Paul,
the
like,
feel.
yeah, yep.
And one of the sauces has chocolate in it. Which one is that?
Memphis Sweet, big draw for people that want a little smoky, sweet red sauce. The Memphis Sweet's a very good one. So the New Orleans Ghost is a very popular sauce that we sell for the heat seekers that want the hot stuff. We have the Georgia Sticky, which is like a brown sugar mustard sauce. The cousin of that is Savannah, one of my favorites.
Mine too.
You can use it on chicken, fish, beef, whatever. We did some wings at the house the other day, glazed Savannah. It's one of my wife's favorite things to eat. The Carolina sauce. Casey, do you hear Casey out there? That's probably my favorite too, yeah. And then a lot of people will mix the sauces. We have the sauce bar here ready for you guys to just take them to your table and experiment with whatever you want.
So they can buy those sauces in the store, right?
In store, online, soon to be coming off the production line, bottled, wrapped, and then in the future, be looking for those in your retail locations.
Okay, so we've been partnering with the Patriot radio station. As you can tell, we're going to be here once a quarter doing the show from the restaurant, and we're looking at doing a Patriot Burger. Have you given that any thought?
To represent the Patriot Burger, we're thinking of something real strong, real American, real, a nice robust burger, something that symbolizes what America's all about, So we're still kind of messing with that, seeing what we're going to do, but, we know it's going to be a burger. So a big piece of American ground beef and brisket, and you'll have to see what comes out of the kitchen on that one.
I think you should do that with a double order of fries. Call that the Patriot.
Does that be yours?
Then you're done.
What you'd order?
Then you're done. It's all good.
Yellow cheese and,
So good.
no salad.
Yeah, you don't want that on there.
Okay, so catering has become a very important part of the business recently. Tell us about the catering. We pump it every week here when we're on the show. Talk about catering.
We have expanded our catering fleet as of this year. We're catering grad parties, weddings, barbecue picnics, corporate events. Every day we're probably pumping out 1 to 2 corporate events, whether it's just for an hour lunch or a work party. we're catering for the Vikings pre-games. We're catering for them, their front office as well. So that's been a lot of fun. But I mean, it's grown so much. Every time you get to do a job, more people get to taste it. So those grad parties, those weddings, those events is what we're really going for. Those corporate things as well. So it's been a lot of fun.
And this time of year, holidays.
Big time holiday parties, yeah, like private holiday events at your house or your business place. We do a great deal of those during this time of year.
Talk about distance traveled. What's your circle of influence here, sphere of influence in terms of where will you go for catering?
Well, typically, I mean, anything in the metro, of course, anything in the metro ring circle. I mean, we go to Clear Lake, Wisconsin. Furthest to Minnesota, we've gone an hour away. But you know, if it's worth our while, we'll come to you. So metro area, no problem whatsoever.
What's next on the horizon? What are you seeing? More restaurants, or what are you seeing?
Well, I mean, we want to really keep going with this catering. We want to keep the flow to the restaurants going. Commissary for the central processing for catering. We need a kitchen to produce catering, and that's probably next on the horizon. Expand that, grow that, and then from there, you never know. The opportunities are endless.
Good. Thank you, Elliot. Elliot Ashwell from Rack Shack Barbecue. RackShackBarbecue.com, 612-326-0430, 612-326-0430. Call that number right now to get some great barbecue catered to your office or your home. This is Real Estate Chalk Talk. Give us a call, 612-627-8000, 612-627-8000. We'll be right back after a short break for our final segment.